Good morning, everybody. My name is 12 Gauge. Welcome to my channel, 12 Gauge Investigative. I wanted to try this out. I was in a not mysterious, but mischievous mood, and I thought I'd play some clips from various videos that people have kind of had stuff to say about this week or the last 2 weeks or even the last even the last 3 weeks or so. Um, this is only for comical value only. This is not intended to throw shade at anybody. So let's let's go ahead and begin. This new segment's gonna be called Grind My Gears. So let's start with the first person on the list. Here we go.
Major player at the King House on August 16th, in my opinion. You can hear his voice. You can hear him talking. You can hear him say, "Cops, cops, inside right now. Get inside right now." And everybody runs, including who I believe is Quinn. There's people with backpacks.
Let's stop right there. One of the things that I really don't enjoy, and this is just 12 gauge talking, um, is when you instantly insert your own feelings and thoughts. And like I said, this is not going to be probably popular, but it's something that I thought that I would do. And once again, it's not to throw shade at anybody. So here we go with a little more. This individual has a vivid imagination.
They are at what I consider, what I believe, actually believe, truly, absolutely believe in my heart and my research that this house is basically a hub. So you know how you have like, okay, so I used to work for UPS. I used to load trucks. And they have the hubs, right? Where all the trucks come in and they unload from all around into.
Okay, so this is the hub. This is a drug house. Let's look into that a little bit. A hub is basically, like she said, a distribution center. So literally, they were having cars drive up and drop off drugs, pick up packages, and drive away, just like UPS or FedEx. That sounds quite interesting. Very interesting, right there. Oh, let's play a little more, and then I'm going to move on.
This one, they have all the specific packages that go to this area and they unload them onto this conveyor belt. And there are people on either side of this conveyor belt and they're working fast and they're working freaking, I mean,
So now there's a conveyor belt at the house, and they're working frantic and fearlessly. So that really grinds my gears, because in reality, we know that wasn't true, but it's good entertainment. Let's go a little more and then we'll change gears.
it is it is the hardest work I've ever done in my life. And it tore me up. It ruined my body. That's what it did. And I was young, and it still ruined me. I got strong, but it ruined me too. Um,
So let's stop right there and let's go with another video. But as she said, it ruined her body because she was young. But a lot of other people that she insinuates were people with hubs. They were young too. It didn't seem to ruin their bodies one bit. I didn't see any muscled up people that were really all about the business. So let's go with another one. Let's see. Who do I want to pick out here? Let me see who's going to make the cut today. And once again, this is just helping these channels out to spread their information. And for you, if you've never been to one of their channels, you can give them a shout out. A shout out. So let's see. Here's another one. Let's go here. How's everybody doing on this Sunday morning, anyways? So how's everybody doing on this Sunday? I hope everybody's doing well. And here's another one.
Why did you leave at that time? Where did you go? And by the way, do you happen to have one of these beautiful K bars at the cabin that you went to the night of the Idaho 4 massacre? I just want to know. He is one of the people to last see the girls alive, and we are just going to let him slide. Why? Because he's skinny. Why?
Why are we going to let him slide? Because he's skinny? Well, I think we're going to let him slide because he supplied the DNA and he was not connected to the crime. So I think that's why we're going to let him slide, Nika.
Bias. Bias, right? So there were also rumors that a woman had come forward saying that she had witnessed him being aggressive towards women. And I don't know what his parents their Facebook is like now. I haven't checked recently, but in the very early days, the parents of Jack Showalter did not have a lot of pictures with Jack. Now, that could mean one or two things. Jack doesn't like to get his picture taken, or he's not very close to the family. But
So they don't have a lot of pictures of their son. Is that really suspicious enough to make him a killer? Does that really mean that he was so full of daddy and mommy issues that he decided to get his knives and go commit a murder on November 13th, 2022, after walking around most of the night with these two females? It just grinds my gears whenever people put these narratives together, but it's entertaining. It's entertainment. And that's what we're looking at today. Let's look at another guy that really grinds my gears. Thank you for your good heartedness. You are dismissed. Let's look at another guy that grinds my gears. This guy is really annoying as shit. He always thinks he knows everything and he always tries to interject himself in everything. So let's really see what he really knows. He's talking about stalking. Let's see what he really knows about this shit. They usually call that acute in the medical field. I'm not a medical field person, but I've had acute bronchitis, acute this, acute that, and they've always told me, hey, this is something that is an onset that comes along really quickly, and you're not really okay. So since you've been told, dude, you're an expert, right? You've been told something, and therefore you're repeating it as fact. So therefore, that makes you an expert, and that makes you qualified to express your word to the world with no accountability whatsoever. Okay, Mr. Expert, tell us more. Prepared for it. So, if somebody becomes a voyeur, let's see what it says. You probably know someone who does not miss a chance to catch an eyeful. From looking into windows of neighbors to openly oogling women at the gym to indulging in a steady diet of adult entertainment, some people are natural born voyeurs. You avoid these people when you can and keep your shade drawn at night if you have one on your block. Some neighborhood peeping toms might also psychologically examine, meet the clinical diagnosis of voyeuristic disorder. Okay, what about all this crap? Get to the bottom of it. We want to speak English, homie. We want you to break it down to us where we can understand it, not this mumbo jumbo bull that you're spewing out your pie hole. You know, it's time to really get down to the nitty gritty. Just tell us what stalking or voyeurism or whatever it is that you're talking about really is, because you're annoying me. So it's not only something that is unhealthy, it's also a disorder because it's been placed in the DSM-5. So it's clinically something that is abnormal or maladaptive. Rebecca, would you agree with this? You are a nurse, so would you agree that voyeurism is a problem? You just throwing out names? Who are you talking to, homie? Like, there's nobody. Are you talking to that girl up there with the backpack? Is her name Rebecca? We don't see any Rebecca, man. So there's another female looking all depressed down about two spaces down. Is she Rebecca? Does she agree with what you're saying? I don't know. Let's listen a little more and then we'll get rid of this guy. Early on, I don't know if it really crosses into the nursing part, but would have you heard of anything like that? Carla, can you chime in if you want to on that? So let me continue to read here. Okay, this guy just throwing out random names to the crowd. So let's move on from what he had to say. He wasn't really saying much. He was talking about voyeurism and all this other stuff, and I don't really get it. Let's I know we've heard other people talk about this case. Let's see what they got to say. Let's see what they got to say. Here's a good one. Let's go with this one. Let me see if I can get to a point where he's actually talking. I think right here, we'll start right here with this one. I think I'll go with another video because this one's not really talking a lot. So, what really grinds my gears is whenever people they have great intentions, great intentions, but for some reason they get angry at the crowd. They get angry. They get angry at their people that are listening. I never understand that. So that really grinds my gears. Have some respect to the people that watch you. Why are you so mad? Why are you so frustrated? Here's another guy. Let's go with this guy.
Poor case is like one of the biggest cases that's come along to date. It's so big that it's strangling the other true crime cases. The Delphi case, the Sarah Boone case, any other case going on right now, the Idaho 4 case is strangling it because that's all people want to talk about is the Idaho 4 case.
You sure right, my boy. You sure right. That's what everybody wants to talk about. Especially that 112 gauge guy. He won't shut the up about it. Bro, you sure are right. Love the Nirvana hat, by the way. You rocking it, my man.
Well, there's other cases going on besides the Idaho case. Why are we so transfixed with Idaho 4? You know, that's what I would like to know. I mean, yes, I've covered Idaho 4 for over the last almost year or so, but I'm always hearing there's nothing new coming out of the case. I mean, we're going over the same stuff over.
We kind of are. Wouldn't you agree that we are going over the same stuff? I mean, sometimes you ask yourself, is there something new really going on that we need to really pay attention to? And then out of the blue, nothing new here, and it's interesting to really think about it, to be like, well, is that something really that is going to help out with the case, or is it something that is just repetitive? Because I know sometimes you hear stuff and you're like, that's really kind of repetitive. And then sometimes you're like, hey, that's good information. That's great information. So you never know which one of these creators is going to bring the boom. You just never know it. Never know it. So here's another guy. Let me get to the point, because there's some guys on here. They're not all females. And I got to move really past this because I don't really know where. Okay, this is probably an area where you start talking about it. This is another thing that goes on, is we get the luxury to see a lot of beautiful documents. We get to see a lot of beautiful documents, and we get to go over a lot of good stuff. And it's really awesome. Really awesome. If you haven't been a part of the true crime community, you know, you might check us out, because we have a lot of information on this case. A lot of different creators have a lot of different information.
Defendant urges this court to find that Shepard versus Maxwell, another U.S. Supreme Court case, applies here. But Shepard is wholly inapplicable to this case. Bedlam reigned at the courthouse. And newsmen took over practically the entire courtroom, hounding most of the participants at trial. Within a few feet from the jury box and counsel sat some 20 reporters staring at Shepard and taking notes. The erection of a press table for reporters inside.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the Idaho 4. I guess not. He's talking about something else right there. Let's see.
Have to listen to it, don't have to.
I think social media has probably caused almost as much as mainstream has. Now,
And how so? How do you agree with that? Because when we use clips on here, we use what? Where do we get our clips? Where do we get our news from? Let me break it down for you. News Nation, Court TV, ABC, all the above. They're mainstream media, and we get our information from them. We play their stuff. So you're talking about the hand that feeds you right here.
Another problem is, too, that when you do bring up not this community, okay, but I've seen, and there were some people that used to be in this community. If you come in here and it's not the way it's supposed to be, but I did see it until we kind of got it regulated and everybody settled themselves down. And like I said, it's not you guys. But at one point, there was a lot of people in here that were this way. If you came in here and said, Brian's guilty, oh, holy hell breaks loose, because you're just attacked for it.
Oh, great point. Great point. not much has changed, my Dago friend. Not much has changed. You can go into any chat and that happens, and you are lit up on fire, bro. You are put on a stake, rotisseried until you're golden brown, and then you're just thrown into the fire of hell. You know, it is just terrible. It is just terrible. But you are spitting some facts right there. You are spitting some facts. So if you guys would mods, if y'all put these individuals' channels in the chat, that way anybody that's watching can go and give them a shout out. You know, go get them a like, go get them a subscription. Because, like I said in the beginning, I'm not throwing shade. I'm just presenting stuff that's interesting to me. Here we go.
You can't
Right.
say you and there were people that said the same thing. Not as many though. If you said Brian's innocent, people came at you, came at your throat, and it's like, oh, we're all adults in here. Okay. We should be able to talk about Brian without being crucified for it. That's the thing, you know?
Mhm.
And that's one of the problems. You can go to so many, I could name them all out right now, and I'm not going to, but if you could go to so many different channels, and if you bring up Brian Koberger and say, I think Brian did this, you're gone.
Mhm.
Yes, you are, my friend. Yes, you are. You get booted, you get blocked, you get done dirty, bro. You get done dirty. But thank you for the insight there. Let me move on to another channel. You know, some of these channels get some bad rap, bro. They really get some bad rap. They try hard. They really do. Let's try this one. I kind of like this. This one talking about a certain individual. Okay, let's go from here. I'm just picking a random spot, so therefore people can't say that I'm just trying to get stuff that meets my narrative because I'm just picking random things. And here we go.
One's hearing things and cameras are hearing things. It just that's where I'm finding this block on my brain about how that makes logical sense.
Right. Well, the camera there doesn't pick up any screams, so we can, according to the probable cause, and I'm sure during trial, once the camera is brought out and the audio is brought to light, we'll be able to hear exactly, the real audio. I know there's a lot of audio that's out there. I don't think any of it is real. I don't think we've
I don't
heard
either.
anything that's real from that night.
No,
But
I agree with that.
once the real audio is put out there and when we don't hear screams, I was looking at some pictures. So I had Mikey, he's one of our members and mods in the show. He sent me a bunch of pictures from early on in the investigation. And
Okay, one of the things that's interesting to me, and a lot of people do this, so I'm not gonna act like it's anything that's only certain people do, but if they call this an investigation, how is it an investigation if we're really not able to go to a house to investigate, to lift prints, swab DNA, take pictures, do video, any of that stuff? Our investigation watching a YouTube Earth picture is not really investigating, and a lot of these people use this as investigative tactics.
The original communication media that she claimed that her daughter heard this on, was it direct or was it group?
so to me, what she had told me was that she called.
That's what I thought too.
And then she told me that there was a series of phone calls between her and her daughter. Snapchat. I saw somebody asking about Snapchat. I don't recall that being a factor between her communication with her daughter.
But okay, so that's the part that I'm trying to figure out, because for a while now, when she would get on, let's say, Dago's panel, and
Mhm.
she'd be talking about it, she was saying that the girlfriend, which is the ex sorority sister technically, because this girl doesn't even go to that school and didn't go to that school at the time. She was a nursing student in Spokane that was there that weekend,
Correct.
which is the girlfriend of the guy that's close to Jack, connected to Jack D. That this
Right.
girlfriend directly called her daughter on the phone. And so for like 2 months, I've been trying to get Kim to answer, okay, you said that this was a phone call, a direct phone call from this person to your daughter. Did you hear this phone call? Because y'all were supposed to be together. You said you
So-
picked them up to get groceries and stuff. And then all of a sudden, once she saw my question about the phone call and asking if she'd heard the phone ring, did her daughter step away to take a call? It switched to a group Snapchat. And I was like, that's not what she's been saying.
Right.
No, we
I
have all
understand
the
that
issue with Snapchat just, magically disappearing.
because what she had told me was that when the probable cause affidavit came out, then
Okay, it goes from that to this. Any of y'all know who WSU mom Kim is? She has something to say. Let's see where she started talking. We'll just start right there. Where does Kim start talking?
I did my part. We've been live for 20 minutes now. I am a
Okay, here it is.
where it said, we heard
There's
about
that guy with the
whatever
shades
case may be,
again.
and they left it at that. No times, no places, or
Or-
who you
Guy
heard
with
it from, or any of
the guy
those
with
things
the
were ever
shades
discussed at that
again.
point. I think she said it was like the next day or 2 days later that she was talking.
Jeff, she didn't specifically say, but she alluded to what she was going to talk about. And I'll read it to you. And hopefully, I mean, we only have like our 5 minutes are almost up here, but I'll just show you her post so you can like know everything that I know, sort of. So the last thing, this is what she said about what she had to say.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's not the one. This is it.
I don't know about you guys, but like I get hungry for info. Whenever people are looking for some stuff, I am just like, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
It says, so this is the intention of Kim's live today, is what she told all of us. I'm going live one time only, July 20th at noon, Pacific Standard Time. I'm over the misrepresentations, verbal assaults, threats of violence, having my words twisted to fit an individual creator's narrative. If you want up, I will welcome you. I will drop you if you fail to act like an adult. I will welcome conversations and questions. I will not entertain abuse or judgment. Believe me in why I came here or don't. I am not a creator. I have zero desire to be one.
And there's that guy, Jeff H. There's the guy that started off this whole thing. One of the creators, I think the very first one, was talking about this dude being like a creep, or what's his game? Why doesn't he show certain things, or what is wrong with him? Was he like not very popular in high school and he hung out at drug houses and stuff like that? There's that Jeff H guy. He's everywhere, bro. He's everywhere. He's even in this chat right here. Like he's talking. What was Kim intending to talk about? Question mark. Well, let's hear what this creator has to say, Jeff. Let her read and get off the channel, bro.
I had information and a warning. So if you would like to be an adult with a question, I will happily answer to the best of my ability. Please note, there are things that I can and won't ever say. I am not trusting and no longer naive. See you then. Be well, be kind, and find something less. And then she left another one. Kim, don't feel bad about this, please. But then she left another message saying she apologizes to me for promoting it, but I really don't care. It's fine.
She said she really don't care. Wow. You said that you really don't care. You know, sometimes we do. We just let ourselves go and say what we want. Here's a super panel I'm about to show you guys. This is a super panel of creators. This is a super panel. Here we go. I'll name these people if you don't know them. There we have Dago. We have Dago again. We have Evil CJ. We have, it looks like Dot. And I don't know who that person is in there. We have Rory. We have Tommy. We have Golf Inspector. And this is when they were talking about this individual named Dot. So let's see what they have to say about Dot.
There you go, bro. Good morning. Good afternoon. How are you, my friend?
Little sleep.
Yeah, believe me, I know.
Long day. But it's
Yeah,
all good. What's up, buddy?
I was there.
He's like,
I was there.
Yeah, that was late.
And I forgot that I had that hearing this morning. So,
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't even thinking.
come
I
on.
don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay.
No.
What's
Oh,
that?
there's
Did you ask how come?
There's Crime Sleuthing
Hmm?
down there at the bottom.
What's that?
I thought you were asking her a question, but
No, I'm fine.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go back and listen to this on Dagos and CJ's, and we'll see what we can do.
Not okay.
Good morning.
Please don't get that wrong. Neither one of us none of us are saying that you're lying or that you're a troll or any of that. But there have been hundreds, literally hundreds. Yes, and I've had over 1,200 emails within a week. Okay, so you got
1,200 emails. Damn, I get like 3 a week if I'm lucky, unless they're bill collectors. But this dude gets 1,200. That's a lot, man. No wonder you're a busy man.
to understand we have to vet things as much as we can. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I agree,
We
Charles.
get a lot of stuff with people telling us that they were here or there. Not to say that it's not true, because we're not here to decide who's
right.
honest or lying, because we'll never frickin' know.
Right.
All we can do is everything is a possibility until it's proven either way.
Right.
And it goes that all of our communities are the same that exist in this show. Is that
I'm
we're all about, you know what I'm saying? We even had a conversation about Kim a little bit ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
And
it's
I'm
just
sure you've
when
seen my show too.
What are you talking about, dude? Let's get to that Dot person talking. Let's see what she got to say.
that's exactly.
She
Oh,
saw
there's another creator on the channel, Rolo Moda. Yeah.
On because he likes to say like all the time.
no, like I totally use like a lot because
Yeah.
like I'm a valley girl.
like I'm a valley girl.
No, I say that a lot myself. That doesn't really mean anything. But what I noticed about it was that she did it a lot at the beginning and then she stopped doing it. So it's not a normal part of her language. She put that in there to sound like a college kid.
Or it's a nervous tick. If you look at Inan, he had that nervous tick, I think, saying like a lot. I think it's more a nervous tick in those people than anything.
Who has been behind sending these messages that went to Sergeant Friday that we all received?
And there's
Oh, my
Sergeant
goodness, that's right.
Friday.
I forgot about that.
That's
What do you-
news to me. Yeah.
What is that, Ellie? Tell it to Ellie.
Who's
What the
behind
hell is it? What the hell is a grifter anyway?
What messages went to me?
Seriously though, I feel bad if anybody ever thinks I'm being mean to them because I'm not trying to. I absolutely adore you.
Anybody that puts out that disclaimer, Dago, you know that you're being mean, bro.
NASDAQ, I always have, and I'm deeply apologetic if you feel that that's how you took that, because that's not at all how I was thinking or feeling. I was exhausted and I was stressed out on my own with myself, not you. Okay, so I mean, if you choose to accept my apology, I wasn't doing anything to you, but I'll still apologize. Just because that's who I am.
Okay, I don't think Dot's coming back, so we're gonna continue.
Can I tell it to Ellie a question?
Okay, so Tell It to Elle is also a creator now. She has her own channel. So if you'd put her link in the chat, that'd be awesome. So we have Sergeant Friday. His is Yahoo News Network. Dago is True Crime with Dago. Crime Sleuthing. I think hers is just regular Crime Sleuthing. Golf Inspector General. I haven't seen her channel in a while, but she does have a channel. Tommy is Once Upon a Crime Time, and Rory is Thou Shalt Not Kill. So if y'all could put these creators links in the chat, that'd be awesome. Whether you support them or whether you don't, you know, I want to show these because they, the true crime community may or may not know all these people, so whenever you talk about these people, now they'll know who they are.
Sure.
I just posted in the chat room what she said, and I don't understand the message. Who is behind sending these messages that went to Sergeant Friday that we all received? What are they talking about? What messages?
What are you talking about?
There's a chat room.
Where at?
I posted a copy of it, but go back and you'll see where my name is quoted by Tell It to Ellie. Who is behind sending these messages that went to Sergeant Friday that we all received? What is
that? Message from someone that showed. Oh,
see, I got these emails too, briefly. So they're all talking about these emails at this point, and this was a while back. So they're talking about this person sending out these threatening emails and threatening to shut down channels, and people are idiots and all this other stuff. So if I got one of those, or 12 gauge got one of those, so that 12 gauge guy must be such a moron to be able to get one of these precedented emails.
Oh, no. Okay, it was put up there by a
TikToker?
No. It was on we found it the night before last.
Okay, Doc comes back.
Who
Here
did
she
it,
is.
and they declined it from us, and that you were, I don't want to say involved, but at the scene. So
Right.
can you elaborate on that if that's...
Yeah, I can't. I won't. I don't want to speak on that right now.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna refrain from speaking on that.
That's fine. I understand.
To protect myself and her, because like I acknowledge the stuff that she has done to help me, and I think it's only fair to do that.
Okay, Doc, can I ask you a question, please?
Sure.
So if you want to keep yourself safe and Brat, because you told her this, she has now shared that with Roy. Right. Number one. Number two, she's aired it on a live, 900 people watching live, and I have it. Yep. So what are you protecting her from? Are you like afraid of Brat? Because I'm just confused on why everybody wants to protect the person that is causing such an issue and accusing family members and unknown people and saying things that people are saying that are not true.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's like, a great question. So what I can say is that I am like, Brad is her own person and she makes her own decisions. She has never done anything to me or said anything to me that has been something that was hurtful, and she's been forthcoming with me, and I don't have any experiences with her to be able to speak anything bad about her. You know,
can I ask a follow-up question? Can I ask a follow-up question? Because I'm confused.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my question. Somebody said openly and publicly that you knew this crime was planned and who was involved. Okay, and all we're asking you is that person representing you falsely or honestly? You don't have to disparage the person. Is that true or false?
Right. I think
This is Sergeant Friday, and he's talking to Dot at the moment. And all these creators, I don't know who LVM and M are, Murder Hour. I don't have a clue who those are. But if you'd put their links in the chat, that'd be awesome. Dot is giving up some tea right here, bro. She is like spilling it all over herself.
Well, it's obviously true. She doesn't want to talk about
I'm
it.
not I'm not sure all of what
Please
that
let her talk.
person
Let her talk.
I'm not sure all of what that person said, but what I can say is I did confide in her in things, and if she did say things, whether she meant to or not, I did confide in her in things, but I'm not gonna just get on here and say those things. That would literally jeopardize like everything regarding me. I'm already in a very bad position in regards to people trying to figure out who I am or these things. So she probably did get information from me, and I know that I did give her information, but whether or not she accidentally said it or did it, I don't blame her for it. And you know, it is what it is to me. You know, like I look at her as somebody that is a very kind individual, and she got caught up in a lot of things, and I don't blame her for like all the things that are going on. I don't judge her. I think she's a nice person, and I think she really means well, genuinely. But
So that was from way back when, whenever Dot and WSU Mom Kim and Dave and all those people were coming out the woodwork, man. They had all the tea going on. And then we fast forwarded to the present. And these two individuals right here have a very good dialogue going on. So let's go ahead and start this one. This is called Safe Houses on Greek Row.
Talk about the latest video by Jay Embry, shall we?
The one thing at this point is for certain. They all resided at that home on King Road for a reason. And that reason certainly isn't what some people would like to consider, which is, you know, they knew each other through their sororities, and that's how they all ended up living together. It's a good thought, but considering they weren't even in the same sororities,
Well, actually, that is how they came to reside at King Road. Maddie, Xana, Dylan, and Bethany were all in Pi Beta Phi. In fact, Bethany was Maddie's little in the sorority. And that house had been a live out for Pi Beta Phi's for a couple of years. Remember, Maddie had moved in the year before. She had moved in with other Pi Beta Phi's. So then when there were openings, other Pi Beta Phi's moved in, and then Maddie invited Kaylee, even though Kaylee was an Alpha Phi, because Kaylee was Maddie's best friend. So that's how they all came to be living there. Had nothing to do with parents or any drug interactions. So let's continue.
When they're installed properly and when they're used properly.
I believe what we're dealing with here, folks, is quite obvious. This is a safe house. This is a safe house, and it's been a safe house for some time. As you can see, the previous tenant was discussing the...
I got a little bit of something to say about that. A safe house is almost like a shelter, in my opinion. You go to a safe house to get rid of harmful situations in your life. Now, these college kids were in a safe house, but this individual had said that this was a drug house before, and that they were moving drugs and there was people involved their families and all this other stuff, and it just doesn't make sense. But now it's a safe house. It went from something nefarious to something helpful. I guess that's how it works in Idaho. One day you're a trap house, the next day you're a food pantry. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but I've never been to Moscow. But obviously this guy knows, so let's go with a little more. What do you got to say?
Keypad locks with key. Those are very high quality. They showed in that video on all of the bedroom doors in the King Road residence several years prior. That is an indication of a safe house.
What? A safe house.
She just had that bullshit look on her face. All that was needed was that little boy saying that word. Bullshit. I'm not going to play that today, though. Let's say a prayer for Tommy. He's had some issues with his health lately, so let's say a prayer and good vibes for Tommy. Hope he's recovering well and he's back in our community soon.
I think that's a valid point. I mean, I would have thought that house would have been, pretty rough that many hours later. That's why I wondered if the front door was propped open was because of the smell. I also have pondered that the front door was propped open in an attempt to throw the time of death off because the house would be colder if they had, the front door open and let's say that slider open. And I had somebody get all stupid with me in the comments about this. And I'm like, apparently you never heard about Richard Kuklinski, the Iceman. That's why they called him that, because he put the bodies literally on ice to throw the time of death off. So don't even go there. So, I mean, it's,
it's kind of funny.
It's just question.
When I was
And these three guys, there's A.R. Hayes. He has a new channel, uniquely twisted crime channel, I think, something like that. There's Pete with Murder Metal Mayhem, and there's Lucky with Unfiltered Lucky. They are all creators in the true crime community. So if you put their links in the chat, that'd be deeply appreciated. Thank you so much. They're talking about the house, so let's hear what they got to say about it.
breaking into my affiliation when I was, back in my days of incarceration and following the lead of the prison politics. And they used to kind of refer to me like Richard Krastowski, the Iceman, because I was just so cold emotionally that nothing affected me. And I was going to ask the both of you, have you ever been in a place where you were with a body that had passed and you were there in an amount of time to see or smell what it's actually like? I don't know if you guys have been around that.
I have, and it's something you never.
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? I guess I don't know what they're talking about here. I guess they're talking about being in prison. I don't know.
Never forget. It's very distinct.
Yeah. So I had a cellie in the penitentiary die about 9 p.m. at night, and they didn't come take him out of the cell until noon the next day. And then they laid him in the hallway right outside of the cell for another day while they did their investigation. So I had him in my cell for over 12 hours, and then he was right outside my door for another god amount of time. And let me tell you, you can't breathe.
No.
Your eyes are watering. You're sick to your stomach the entire time.
Oh, I guess they're talking about the bodies. Let's move on along and see what you got to say.
That's the scene to get the cop's attention away from the person they were talking to. Hunter gives me that vibe all the way across the board. And then I truly I've been feeling Hunter's little girlfriend could have been possibly hanging out with Bethany downstairs. That's why, at the initial press conferences, they were talking about the 2 girls sleeping in the downstairs bedroom. Well, we know it wasn't Dylan. So who was sleeping with Bethany in the downstairs bedroom?
I believe it was a cat. There could have been a cat down there. The one that she let out to go take a piss. That started the camera thing. That just started everything. But that's my theory, so we'll go with that. Or I can't say mine because I'm not 12 gauge right now. Even though I'm talking for 12 gauge on this live, these are not the opinions of 12 gauge. This is the opinions of myself. So here's another creator. Her name is Ginger Peoples. Let's see what Sweet Ginger has to say.
Hey everyone, it's Ginger here. It's my cleaning day, so anyway, I hope everybody is blessed. Everybody is healthy, and your week is going well. First of all, I'm a little bit late to the party, of course, always, because I'm not really a content creator. In regards to Koberger, Brian Koberger, who was moved to Ada County just recently from Latah County. So I wanted to point out to you a couple things. First of all, I can tell you exactly why I feel like Koberger is in protective custody. For one, if you notice, his jumpsuit is a different color than orange. There's a reason for that, and the reason is that is an identifying marker. He is wearing a red jumpsuit, which categorizes him in a different category. Okay, so he is definitely in protective custody with a red jumpsuit. Another thing I wanted to bring up, I will be talking a little bit about the June murders from out of Oregon, Salem, Oregon, that occurred August 13th of 2021. There's a couple other things too, but I just I don't have my notebook in front of me, but I just wanted to get that out there and wanted to let you know that Koberger, for sure, Brian Koberger is in protective custody. He is the fall guy. He is the patsy.
Protective custody, you say? Protective custody, you say? Okay. That shoulder rub. What are you talking about, shoulder rub? Protected custody, you say? All right, we can kind of dig that, I guess. I kind of can roll with that, I guess. I kind of can and kind of can't. But kind of, whatever it is. 12 gauge, you're off the chain. Hold on a second. Let me take Ginger off the stage and let me bring up another one, another female that has a lot of information that I kind of miss her covering the Idaho 4K. She was very, very descriptive on her presentations on it. If you put Melissa Jade's link down here, please. And here we go.
Shit. Like, I don't want the 15 minutes of fame or whatever. It's not like in a cool way. Like, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to find a way to explain it. Like, I don't want to talk about this shit and go live all the time and get hounded by fucking Facebook people that I have no clue who they are. Like, I'm not lying about being his friend. So when people say his alleged best friend, that shit really pisses me off.
Yeah. Well, before I even ask the questions, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for what you have been through. And if you could pick a few words to describe Brent, how would you describe him?
That dude was like, he was so generous, man. He really was. He'd give you his last cigarette or his last beer or whatever. Like, he was just really, really cool. He was really funny. Me and him laughed a ton. Like, I know it's so stupid when you see an obituary. They love to laugh. It's like everybody loves to laugh, but he was just a super duper funny dude, and we had the same kind of sense of humor. He probably loved my kids more than he loved me. He was constantly calling and texting about them, and he was constantly sending them packages in the mail of cool stuff. He was just a really generous dude, and he was super loving. Like, if he loved you, man, he loved you. And another thing too that might be surprising to people is, like, he was really religious. He loved Jesus. Like, he believed that Jesus really was the Son of God and that he died for our sins. Like, he was really into that thing, that kind of stuff. Not in like a weird, freaky, culty way. He was really spiritual. And I guess if I was driving a Humvee in the war and everybody died except me, I would probably get pretty religious too.
Well, and
I would
Matt,
think.
I'd love to ask, can you explain a little bit of Brent's situation and what had happened?
The most I know exactly is that he was driving in a Humvee and there was 4 of the people in the Humvee and they hit an IED and everybody died except him.
So Brent was the sole survivor, and that's
Of that vehicle. Yeah, I'm
wow.
sure there was other vehicles in a line, because I do know he did tell me a story about.
So is that a Darren Duncan? That's Brent Kopaka's friend that was giving some insight on Brent, because he was trying to set the record straight as all the things that people were saying about Brent at the time, which I understand. I'd be pissed off too. And here's an individual that was coming on really strong in the beginning of this whole case. Can't leave him out. Here we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Crime Circus. My name's Drip Drop, and I'll be your host as always. Now, let's just dive right into this episode. Brian Kohberger has been accused of multiple felonies. Super serious felonies. And in honor of the victims and the victims' families, we're going to talk about it. We need to. I'm in pursuit of the truth and justice, no matter who the perpetrator is. And I've been told I'm a really good investigator. Even Xana's mother, Kara, recognizes Crime Circus. And to myself, Drip Drop, as being a really good investigator. And you know that's true. Yeah, she slid into my comment section before she was locked up. And she needs to be released immediately. So, free Kara, Xana's mother. Her life matters too, you know? And she doesn't belong in the cage. She has no victims. Right now, she's suffering a very similar consequence as Brian Kohberger. They're both being held inside of a cage against their own will, away from the rest of us out here in the free world. Think about it. Does Kara deserve to be in the exact same location as Brian Kohberger?
No.
Yeah, they might not be in the exact same cell, but they're both in cells. And you know Brian Kohberger's not an incel. Anyways, moving right along. Some people have been led to believe that Brian Kohberger is the new Candyman. I've even heard rumors of people going into dark bathrooms, looking in the mirror and saying, Brian Kohberger, Brian Kohberger, Brian. I'm not going to say it 3 times, but for anybody out there that's feeling a little daring, try it. And in honor of the victims.
Why are you scared, Drip Drop? If he ain't the killer, why are you scared, bro? Why are you scared? Go ahead and say it. Brian Kohberger. Brian Kohberger. Brian Kohberger. Oh my God. Oh my God. He didn't appear. Hell.
And the victims' families, we're going to talk about it. We need to. I'm in pursuit of the truth and justice, no matter who the perpetrator is. And I've been told I'm a really good investigator. Even Xana's mother, Kara, recognizes Crime Circus. And to myself, Drip Drop, as being a really good investigator. And you know that's true. Yeah, she slid into my comment section before she was locked up.
Wow, Drip Drop, she slid into your DM, bro. that is some stuff right there, my man. Did you hear what he said, guys? She slid into his DMs. Must be the clown makeup. Must be the clown makeup. But let's go along with something else here. I don't rarely listen to this person, but I was watching the other day. So here's a different take on the case from a different type of perspective. This person's name is Queen Bee. Let's go with this person. Let's see what she had to say here.
From the affidavit, we know he drove by the house which way he went from this point here. 4:04 a.m. But he wants to check the front one last time. He does his final drive.
Okay, I guess she didn't talk in that one. Let me go ahead and get you one where she talks. Let's see, where does she start talking at? Maybe she doesn't talk. Maybe this is one of those channels that is silent. Does she talk? Well, damn, I was getting all excited for this person. I didn't even know who she was, so squash that. Don't give that person credit. No, just kidding. Go ahead and give Queen Bee a shout out. I don't even know who the hell she or he or whoever is. But give them a shout out. Let's see, who else can I put up here? Oh, there's one person I wanna highlight here. Here we go. We'll go with this one. How y'all doing? Y'all still hanging in there? We still got some people in chat. Hope y'all are enjoying this because I'm enjoying it. Here we go. Here we go.
The first two digits of the case number are used to indicate the year the case was filed. The third digit is used to designate the case type. The next series of digits is the actual sequential number of the case beginning from 00001 in the current year. The last digit of the case number is called a check digit and is used by the computer to verify the correctness of the previous digits. Example, case number 931000427 shows that the case was the 42nd criminal case filed in 1993. The check digit is 7. For statistical purposes, some cases that predate a court's use of the Superior Court Management Information System, SCOMAS, were entered into SCOMAS using a number format as described below. 100001. The first digit is the case type C table above. The next set of digits is the sequence number. This is referred to as a NONG, 10 to 9960. Why? The number 21. The example shown is for Lewis County. Let's find the number 21 in this chart. Does it say Lewis County at number 21?
I guess this person, Heather Fitzgerald, sounds like an animated person. I don't know. So y'all go give Heather a shout out. If y'all can put her link in the chat, that'd be awesome, guys. Go ahead and put Miss Fitzgerald in the chat. And here is a person that was on somebody else's somebody else's chat a while ago, so let's give her a little shout out.
Joining us, you could skip forward. It's about a minute and a half for my intro. So anyway, there's a YouTuber who's been putting out some big information on the Idaho 4 case, and I'm just fed up with it. This time they went and requested autopsies of the victims, completely wasted several of the court employees' times and the judge's time repeatedly trying to get autopsy records on these victims.
Oh my God! Somebody was trying to get autopsy pictures. What the fudge, guys? What is going on? Autopsy pictures. Why would we want autopsy pictures of, as somebody always calls it, the atrocity? Why would we want that? Why would we want that? I just don't know. Like I said, I'm not making fun of these creators. I am posting their links in the chat. So if I was making fun of them or doing anything nefarious, then I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't bother at all.
When we're still 8 months from trial, and they should have known better. So it kind of annoys me when people get on here and they put themselves out to be certified in some way, or that they have a criminology degree, for example. I'm going to go over that because this person claims to have a criminology degree.
She even
Well,
ousted her. Here she
I
goes.
have
Right
that.
here.
I'm
Here
going to
she
show that
right here.
because I don't like that this person is putting out false information on this case and causing havoc at the courthouse now.
You know, to be honest, I believe we're all putting out false information because in reality, I honestly believe none of us know what the fuck we're talking about. Excuse my language, but honestly, just listening to all these at once, I'm just thinking to myself, what in the hell is really going on in the YouTube world, bro? What is going on? Here's another one. This is the person that she was talking about. This person is very outspoken and she's very direct. So buckle up, y'all.
Seriously? Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer. Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. Okay, as I mentioned in a previous video, I had a lot of people asking me to watch True Crime Design's video when it comes to a drug revenge killing theory in the Idaho 4 case. Now, I'd heard about this theory for a long time now. This channel is not the only one that's talked about it. They weren't even the first one that talked about it whenever they're claiming that they mentioned it. This is just something.
Oh, snap. They weren't even the first one to talk about it. Imagine that. The crime happened so long ago and they weren't the first one to talk about it. Snap. Way to go, Jules. Way to go. Let this person have it.
That was a floating theory basically from the very beginning. Before we ever knew who Brian Kohberger was, there has been some sort of drug aura about this from the beginning for a lot of people. You guys that have been here for a while know that there's a video that I'm going to put out eventually of me trying to find a very specific clip that everyone is claiming that Bill Thompson basically states something that makes it seem that there is an affirmative when it comes to the possibility of a drug connection. So much so that the Moscow Police Department actually came out and put a press release notice out trying to clear up what they claim was said. That's been scrubbed from like everything. I have not been able to find it to this day. I mean, right after the video surveillance video where we heard the whole "what did you tell Adam" scenario, one of the first theories that came out of that was about
What did she tell Adam, guys? Did she tell Adam, hey, I'm hungry, I need to go home, I'm drunk, leave me alone, quit hitting on me, I got a boyfriend, you know, your hair needs to be gelled up. What'd she tell him? How come we got to take it right to the drug angle? How come it's automatically, hey, Adam, I'm working for the feds, bro. Me and Kaylee, we're secret undercover informants. And by the way, I flushed some drug down the drain and the toilet and clogged it up. Can you come over later and, you know, plunge it for a little bit? Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So, yeah, bro. By the way, can you hook me up with another drink? I'm kind of not there yet, but I think one more of them, one more Long Island iced teas, and I'll be over the edge, bro. That'll take me out. By the way, can you roofie me? That would be awesome if you could just roofie me. That would be great.
Maddie apparently flushing a whole bunch of pills down a toilet. Okay, that was one of the first ones. So this isn't new. The characters and the way that the characters are just put in the timeline have changed. That's about it. It's gone from what I just mentioned to now what it seems like Xana's mom is in the spotlight now all of a sudden. Now I'm going to say this video was a red flag from the second that it started, because this is as close as like verbatim as it's going to get, because I'm not going to play it. But it starts with basically claiming that they believe there are several motives and specific reasons why each individual was targeted, meaning each and every individual died because they were supposed to. None of them were collateral damage. Every single one of them was
Punch my stomach and pull my hair. Gouge my eyes out. There. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, bro. It's kind of crazy. Like, look at all this stuff. Here's one for you. I'm running out of them. But we're having fun anyways, right? If you are having fun, put a number one in the chat. Number one in the chat for 12 gauge. And here we go. Let's see what this dude got to talk about. Here we go, right? Look at that look. What the fuck, dude? I didn't take your woman. She's somewhere with a bullhorn.
Hi guys, JLR investigates. How's the reception? A little spotty in Moscow, I believe. Come on in, we'll talk. How's the reception? I saw a few comments. Good, bad, spotty, all right. What's it looking like?
Let's see what it's looking like. I got some surprise for you. I brought someone back that you might enjoy. Let's see. Let's see who it is. Who is the mystery person?
Hey guys, as you guys can see, we're back in front of the Idaho 41122 King Road here in Moscow, Idaho. We are covering the case of Maddie Mogan, Zana Kernodle, Kaylee Gonzalez, and Ethan Chapin. This house is still an active crime scene behind me. You see the yellow tape. We just learned that this is private security, which we heard about a couple weeks ago. But when we were out here, even after the private security, they had law enforcement. I just learned that law enforcement is allowing, coming here to relieve them so they can, use the restroom and everything like that. But this is private security. This is a secured crime scene. And what we did learn last night is different from when we were here before, where all these lights in this house were on. They have shut every single light on the inside of the house except the front door light. And of course, the lights that wrap the balcony underneath, that was lit last night. You'll see the video coming out shortly about that. But this last night was pretty dark. And I have to say that because we know this light up here was broken at the time the crime was committed. This light here has been fixed. It now is bright. We also have a motion sensor light right over there. So every time we walk up this driveway here at night, a light does.
Some people got very insightful explanations. Very insightful explanations. Here's another person right here. I gotta go with this because I'm about to play an intro. I'm gonna play you some intros that are my favorite. So here we go. Are you ready? Here we go.
Here I come now, let's play hide and seek. Prepare to be caught. Here I come now, let's play hide and seek. Hiding out, off the ground, no mountains to make a sound. Running round and round and round, no one wants to be first found.
Yeah, that's one of them. And I'm gonna play another one. It's kind of cool. It's kind of catchy. Bullhorn Betty. Bullhorn Betty. What do y'all think about Bullhorn Betty? She's been in the news lately. Got a lot going on. A lot going on. I don't know what the deal is with her. Yeah, it's interesting to me that Betty and this is another genre of people. Trying to figure it out. I'm going to put these people on the panel. That way you can see what's going on. Maybe you can figure them out. I'm going to let this play. Hope you are doing well. Here we go.
Just a quick little reminder of some of the things that have been said on BJ's panel that they once forgot that were said.
I wonder what happened to Brent. She said she had to restart the computer. Start everything.
Back or all of it, everything. I don't know why it's being stupid, but let me thank this person. Hey, Brandy. Brittany does her best, but accusatory accusations are wrong towards the mother of a missing child.
So that is let's see who these people are. Brittany J, Nana's Dragonfly, and Ray It's Reality wins. So I don't know who those people are. But they're supposed to be true crimers as well, in a different genre. Have any of y'all ever watched these shows? It's pretty interesting that some of these shows are really like wild. They really get into it. Let me see if she plays her intro, man. Like, anytime I want somebody to play an intro or something, they never do it. Like, takes forever. So, how are y'all doing? Y'all still with me here? Yeah, this person, I'm not gonna find her intro, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. Let me see if I forgot anybody. Hmm. Let me see one more person. Let me see. Let me see who I can bring up. Y'all have any suggestions? Um, y'all have any suggestions? Any suggestions of anybody I can bring up here? Because I'm running out of trying to think. I don't know. I'm kind of all out. Oh, haven't seen this person in a while. I don't know if he's like hiding out or um maybe he's fishing with Get a Clue. You know, that's possible. There's no Get a Clue stuff on here. I was gonna play his stuff. Here's one.
Audio is on the video. And Jeff, I did put that link in. If anybody else wants to come talk, you are more than welcome to. I'm just messing around, so we can have a good time. Oh, you are. Sorry, Jeff. It's my second time, you know.
No problem, man. You're doing great. You got more courage than me. I've known how to do this a little while, and I've only been on other people's live streams. I've never done one of my own. Maybe you might inspire me.
Holy
if
shit!
I could do it, anybody could do it.
No,
there's that guy again. He's everywhere, bro. He's everywhere. That Jeff H guy. Oh, I know who I forgot. I'll get him in a minute. That Jeff H guy is just like everywhere, my man. How does he end up on all these panels? That bubbly person seems to think that he's not a very knowledgeable person. Why would we put this person on our panels if he wasn't knowledgeable? Let's see this Twizzle Stick. Twiz.
Oh, you're smart, man. You're smart.
Nah, man, you just click around and stuff. It's interesting, though. I don't know. I think I might have to open up a YouTube tab so I can like add moderators and hide stuff if people are getting crazy.
What's the quality of that video playback set to?
480.
Is that the highest it can go?
That's what Dinky uploaded it.
Set to?
480. Yeah, that's what Dinky set it up at. Or maybe it's 5. Dinky uploaded it. 480. Yeah, that's what Dinky set it up at. Or maybe it's 5. Dinky uploaded it.
Uh-oh, we got an echo happening.
Yeah. Yeah, how do I mute the tab? Or maybe it's 5. Dinky uploaded it.
It's like repeating on a loop. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, let's go to that guy that everyone's talking about. Let's see if he really knows how to play guitar. Let's see if he really does, or if he's just a perpetrator. Here we go. Let's see if this dude knows how to play guitar. I think it's this one right here. What? That was it?
What it takes to love, why you gotta move? I'm looking down on love, I'm looking over you. There's really nothing to do. I say keep walking through.
It looks like that guy can really play guitar. Maybe that Bubbles person was was wrong about him. Maybe that person was wrong about that Jeff H guy. Maybe she should check out his guitar playing skills. It's kind of sad that, people jump to conclusions and we really don't know a lot about them. But the only time we really hear about them is when somebody is talking crap about them or something like that. Here's another one. This guy is he's a good guy, man. And I believe he's even in the chat right now. Let's see. Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Turning Over Every Stone. You can call me Toes. This will be a short video. Just out taking a walk. I noticed some trash, and it got me to thinking. I can't stand trash on the courts. It just doesn't belong there. I can't stand litter bugs, so the proper thing to do is pick up the trash and put it in the trash can. I don't see why people have a problem doing that, so maybe you guys can join me. I can't stand people just leave trash everywhere. Let's take this trash, crumble it up, and do the right thing. Just put it in the trash where trash belongs. You don't want to give too much attention to trash out here. So here, let's put that, excuse me, I'm sorry, everybody. I just wanted to be clear that we're putting this trash in the trash can where it belongs and not on the courts.
Noticed that. I just noticed.
It's very important in the true crime world that
my God,
keep the trash out of the courts. So if other creators can join me and keeping the trash off the courts. I hope you guys have a blessed day. You can call me Toes, and I'm out.
I just noticed that. That is a nice touch right there. I did mention that creator in another video. He was on Dago's show, so if you want to go check his channel out. And here's another catchy jingle.
I specialize in the education and entertainment of 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 entertainment. Candy and the sun. You can make me woman. Showtime. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run daggers for you. Daggers for you. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run neurons. I know you're used to Lucy. Such a shun. Such a shun. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Surprise. Hip hop, bebop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop doesn't mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop, bop, bop, bop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop. Just a little bit of nicotine. The sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. Little bit of nicotine. Doesn't mean that they don't love you.
Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Should've never had a birthday, Dad.
I know you're used to Lucy, but I run daggers for you. I'm in charge, daggers for you. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Some neurons. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Such a shun. Such a shun. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Hip hop, bebop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop doesn't mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop, bop, bop, bop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop. Just a little bit of nicotine. The sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. Little bit of nicotine. Doesn't mean that they don't love you. When I'm in charge. Dance with me. It tastes good. It tastes good. Bum, 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 bum. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Birthday, Dad. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Such a shun. Such a shun. I'm in charge. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Birthday, Dad, Dad, Dad. Birthday, Dad. Yeah. Hip hop, bebop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop. Mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop, bop, bop, bop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop. Candy in the sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. Little bit of nicotine. Doesn't mean that they don't love you. Well, that's all for today. Bye bye.
That is Kane B. That is a catchy little jingo. If you just go check out his page, he has some interesting stuff over there. Interesting stuff. Here we go. Let's keep it rolling.
Out there about this case besides JLR. You know, you guys are really out there, really running some legwork out there. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Let me ask you, when it comes to JLR, I will say that he does put in a lot of footwork with it. I don't like the fact he just doxed the driver on his last video. I don't know if you got a chance to see that.
I haven't, no.
No, it's the driver, the private driver that drove the girls home that night. He literally, in all of his interviews with the media, said he didn't want his name out there, and fucking JLR put it out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. But no, he does good work on the ground.
No, but I mean, you seem like you're the only one that really has a grasp on what's going on, and you tell it how it is, and I think that's what people need to hear. Enough sugarcoating things. Let's get this guy freed so he's not in there too long. If he didn't do it, last I heard, it was innocent until proven guilty. You know what I mean?
And that's exactly what it is. And see, too many people, I think, in the true crime community, two things. I think everybody thinks they're a fucking detective. And that's number one. And then number two, I think that everybody forgets that the innocent until proven guilty part. So like they're playing Clue in their own head, and they're like, okay, Kohberger did it in this area with this weapon, and really there's no evidence for a lot of this shit. And I agree with people when they say we won't know until trial.
Well, thank you, JB. That's a kind compliment to pay to me, because that's what I believe at this point. JB Gunner, guys, JB Gunner, put his link in the chat, please.
But I think once people get set on one specific idea, one simple in their head, I don't think they'll let it go. So if you think Kohberger is guilty, you're going to be that way, even when things clearly point that the case is, even if he is guilty, the case itself is screwed up. It's jacked up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm glad that you bring that up, because it seems like so many people are just scared to bring up stuff like that. And I think
we ain't scared. We ain't scared. It just people don't want to hear what we want to bring up. So get your facts straight before you're spitting stuff out. Ain't nobody scared. Ain't nobody scared. We just ain't scared. And here's a newer one. Her name is Chickbait. I don't know where she's been lately, but she's been on my channel. Here we go.
So I'm just here to update everybody because I had put up a post about I was hospitalized earlier this week. It was my birthday on Monday. I'm not abandoning my channel or anything like that. I tend to ruminate on the same subject over and over and over again. That's part of my ADHD. So I went to get that checked out. And ADHD, of course, can be compounded by depression. So I had to take a step back and reevaluate where I was in my own life, which I did. And now that I'm back on track with talking to my doctors and adjusting medications, I just want people to know that I'm still here. Just a part of life. And a lot of the stress raised my blood pressure. That's kind of something they pointed out to me. So going on a low salt diet, stuff like that, worried about paying ambulance fees, things like that. Very stressful. Back to putting in job applications, being able to focus on that is a big help. So I will get back to making videos, but until then, I just wanted to update everybody and thank you for following my channel. And thanks to everybody that I met, and you're all awesome, amazing people across the spectrum of life and different topics that we cover, even if we disagree. So thanks for being here, and I will definitely try to get a video up by the end of this week, but I'm going to try to lower my expectations and not give myself too much pressure on that. So, all right, thank you. Bye.
All right, take it easy. Hope you get better. Then I'm going to conclude it with this guy again. You know, this guy he's just everywhere, bro. He's annoying as shit. But he does have some cool intro music. Let's check it out.
Surrounded, no defenders. You've hit your fury and kept it in. But it's time now you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire. You transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. They let you down, but you get up. They let you drown, but you don't stop. You show your seed explode. Get ready.
All right, there's that dude again, man. Let me go ahead and put one more. Here's another knowledgeable lady. Very knowledgeable lady. And I like her. I like her. I like her banner. Don't be a dick. Show some respect. Post woke world. Let's see what she got to say.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Leslie. Thanks for being here. So let me just put it in the comments here. So just a few things I want to talk about. I've had a lot on my mind since yesterday. I realized that the video I made about Pavarotti and I keep saying Pavarotti and Jay Embry like they're two different people. About Pavarotti and A.R. Hayes was, my opinion was an unpopular opinion. I definitely took notice in the comment section. But what I appreciated the most about it was people were respectful about it, which is fair. I mean, I don't expect everybody to agree with how I feel about things. And, you know, maybe I missed some of the things. I'm not sure, you know. Regardless, I don't want to focus on that anymore. Hopefully those two will make amends somehow and move forward, because I don't think it's really something that most of us are here for, right? Like, we're here because we're interested in what happened in this case, and we want to make sure that the right person is prosecuted. So I've been watching, you know, I watch other creators. I watch Jules True Crime Reaction. I watch everybody's, like, I watch Harsh. I watch Swamp Rose sometimes. I watch Forensic Frenzy. I mean, I watch a lot of different creators, and there's so many good creators in this community. And they all have their own take on things and present things a little differently.
You're too kind, Post. You're too kind. Thank you for the shout out. No, I'm just playing with you. Anyway, that's Post Woke World. She has some very interesting intellectual breakdown on her channel. So hers is more geared to the intellectual analytical mind. So why don't you stop by and give her a shout out. And I want to just I just want to say before I close this out that I've had a good time this morning. If I didn't show your channel no disrespect. I could only go on and on so long before people start leaving and abandoning ship. This would just kind of a little show to show the true crime community and hear them speak and hear them, share their stories and their understanding of just one particular case. It was just very interesting to hear all that stuff because, as we know, we don't know. We don't know. We don't. And until the trial date, we will keep spinning in this world of insanity. So buckle up, guys, and kind of enjoy the ride. Watch out for the potholes along the way, and try to use your seatbelt. You don't want to end up like the guy that's accused of murdering these 4 people. Maybe that was the final straw. He got the seatbelt ticket and said, "I can't take this shit no more. Can't take it no more. I am gonna go get even with the man." Who knows? But whatever it is that you believe in these cases, don't take it so damn personal. It's only YouTube. It's not life or death. And if you're that grouchy or you're that jaded, maybe you should step outside and get some sunshine. Until we meet again, I'm going to play y'all some music. Not myself, but it's going to be some music that I enjoy. This is one of my favorite songs. I like the other one, but this is a good one too. So when the song's over, I'm going to sign off. But I got to ask you guys one time, can you dig it? Can you dig it? If you can't dig it, get yourself a bigger shovel.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.